Welcome to part 11 of the Metal Gear Solid playthrough. We're still, the entirety of this part's still going to be in the holding cell. Because cutscenes are long in this game, right? It's not a game, it's a movie with a bunch of gameplay segments in here and there. Oh yeah.
Okay, but you can leave out the Benzedrine.
I just realized Snake Picture doesn't have like he's like shirtless in that too. That's kind of cool.
Huh?
Put the controller
Oh, yeah.
Like in this like codec thing, like Snake is.
Don't worry, it'll feel good.
Huh?
Okay, here I go.
You okay? Snake? Snake!
I thought you guys would appreciate that. Nice cameo from myself.
I'm gonna think of some good captions to put on that.
But I could just tell I recorded this game so long ago. My room looks completely different now from that. I still had Lego models around in my room. I don't have my Lego models in my room anymore.
That's a Twix box.
Oh yeah, I got rid of that Twix box too.
Tell me about yourself.
I recorded this game like early May of 2021. And we're yeah, and we're recording this in mid-August 2022. So I've had this game.
Professional, I swear.
I've had this game on my computer for over a year. Yeah, this is back during the time where I wanted to have like a healthy backlog of games, at least for myself, so we wouldn't have to worry about you know, us catching up, or like the release schedule catching up with our recording schedule. So I recorded a lot of games. This being one of them. But yeah.
And this is another game where we had a little cameo of our real life selves in the video.
Exactly. God, I looked young.
Some people just need
wow, a lot can change in a year and a half. A lot can change in a minute.
Yeah.
one we shared.
A lot of stuff can happen in a minute. Your life could be over.
Let's just say
Right.
I needed to be alone for a while, and Alaska was the perfect place.
Snake. I didn't have a real family either. Just a big brother who put me through school. We weren't even blood related, and he was much older than me.
Where is he?
You were saying something to me before I made a cameo.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it was the because Snake is like shirtless right now and stuff, and so it shows that in like the codec like call thing.
Yeah.
Friends?
Roy Campbell.
Yeah, it's
Which
a nice
like
little
makes sense, but I almost kind of wasn't expecting that.
it's a nice detail thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, remember in the beginning, like the briefing, he was completely naked.
Big boss is most trusted lieutenant, and the only member of Foxhound ever to receive.
That is correct.
Fox, Gray Fox.
Yeah,
forgot about that.
that was Brian's favorite part.
I learned a lot from him.
Listen.
Didn't you try to kill each other?
It's true. We did, in Zanzibar. But it was nothing personal. We were just...
Ooh, let's do one of those speed runs with Meryl. Hold on.
And you still call yourself friends?
Give me a minute.
hard to believe.
Oh God.
Don't mind me.
A friendship.
That's insane.
I first met him on the battlefield. He was being held a prisoner. He
Meryl.
didn't look like a prisoner to me.
Not Meryl Streep.
So cool
Fucking-
and precise.
There's not going to be any context for this because we didn't record this before.
Exactly. Alrighty, let's fucking go. Okay.
What are you looking up?
An unwritten rule.
He's doing
Remember
one of
that?
those speed runs you did, but with Meryl.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Fighting barehanded.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I know it sounds strange to most people, but we were just two soldiers doing our jobs. It's like a sport.
Men in their games. You're like wild animals.
You're right. We are animals.
So if you were friends, then how do you explain the ninja's behavior?
I don't know.
It's your genes. They make you predisposed towards violence.
You really like talking about genes, Naomi. Why did you get into genetic research anyway?
never knew who my parents were, or even what.
Yeah, it's a big theme in the first game, actually.
Because I wanted to figure out why I am the way I am.
But yeah, she was basically asking like what the relationship between Snake and Gray Fox were back in the Foxhound days, and why I guess it was so easy for Snake and Gray Fox to fight like they did earlier.
We're not sure, but we know that a person's genetic fate is determined.
For her, it's all about the genes.
The 4 bases in their DNA.
So what about?
Yeah, well, she's a genetic researcher
Your fate.
for
I'm sorry, I have no
Foxhound, yeah.
Of course not.
And she's the one that basically put the nanomachines to make Snake how he is in this game.
Snake, are you okay? I feel so scared for you. It must be horrible.
I've been through a lot worse. Believe me.
Wow, you really are a hero. It's a good thing the codec is connected directly to your inner ear. You can contact us anytime. It's always nice to hear that you're alright.
Is the codec something that he physically has on him, or is it an implant?
Oh, the codec, it's nanomachines, like literal.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's the answer to everything.
No, I'm saying it's literal nanomachines that make him able to do these codec conversations. Yeah, it's inside of his ear and not like a radio on him.
It's funny that one of the names that you call is Deep Throat.
It's a reference to the real life Watergate scandal back in 1973. That's the reason why President Nixon resigned, and the only U.S. president in history to ever resign from the office. The informant during the Watergate scandal was named Deep Throat. And so that's basically just a reference to that in this game, because I don't think we ever figured out the identity of Deep Throat in the real world.
Who knows? There's a lot of things that we never figured out.
Yeah, no, not a lot. There's this meme that I just saw the other day. It's like the CIA on their website like presents themselves like, we stand for this, this, and this, and we have cool sunglasses. Then when you look up on Wikipedia, list of CIA scandals, it's in the hundreds. Yeah. So it's funny, and I guess fitting as well, because Foxhound in this game is basically a subunit of the CIA with genetically modified super soldiers and all that genes. So yeah, it's all fitting.
Let me go. That hurts.
Like I said, you'd be surprised, but not at the same time not surprised on how much of the politics in Metal Gear can be reduced down to government is bad.
Yeah, it's the DARPA chief.
You don't hurry up and get me out of here, I'll be laying next to him.
Oh, bastards.
Oh yeah, you guys remember the DARPA chief from earlier in the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was the guy that we
Killed.
tried to say, well, like, he died of a heart attack, Death Note style, inside the holding cell, and that was the first of the deaths. And so his body has been placed here. But what's weird about it is it looks like his body's been decaying here, like it has been, like it's been decaying for a couple weeks at most, right?
We're talking about the decomposition in the last one.
Huh?
They were having a conversation about decomposition in the last part.
Yeah, they were, because they're puzzled about why the DARPA chief looks like he's been dead for a couple weeks or so when he just died.
There are plenty of things that can speed up decomposition. I mean, you got nanomachines, firstly. I mean, you also got a nanomachine. And then there's the fact that this is a nuclear base, and even nuclear waste can also speed up decomposition. So I mean, I think all the signs here are pointing to nanomachines. Welcome to my TED Talk.
I'll be killed. Oh, jeez. He's coming back. See you later.
Snake to like start a workout channel where all of his tips are just nanomachines.
Nanomachines, son.
It's like, hey, you want abs? Get some nanomachines.
Basically. Right, so Otacon just gave us like a handkerchief and some ketchup. So I found out there are 3 ways you can do this, but I always did it the ketchup way. Just spill the ketchup on the floor while lying down, just to get the guard to open the door.
That's really clever.
Yeah. And died.
Dead.
Oops.
You can't do that.
What?
So the time paradox. This is actually the game over screen for Metal Gear Solid 3. So basically, because that game is a prequel game, if you kill any of the important characters in the Solid trilogy, you get a time paradox like that. I did that. I edited that here for this guy because the guard here actually becomes a main character in Metal Gear Solid 4. So I thought it would be funny just to have this guard, do a time paradox thing, kill him.
Yeah.
And then so he won't be in Solid 4 anymore. But we can't do that. The future will be changed. And it's that guard specifically because there's this one guard, it's a running joke throughout the franchise, that he has atomic runs throughout the entire thing. He shits his pants all the time. So, and he becomes a main character in Solid 4. So, whoops, I can't kill him now. Oh, man. But I like how Solid 3 does the time paradox game overs like that. It's fun.
I just love it when the boxes decide to just freak out.
Right. Oh yeah, chaff grenades. Chaff grenades are important. They're the ones that disrupt security cameras. But also it jams up your Soliton radar, so you can't use the radar while you use the chaff grenade. But at the same time, the security cameras are a pain, and you don't want to necessarily maneuver around them carefully all the time.
Imagine just being one of these guards and watching a grown man crawl under a bed.
That is one of the ways that you can get out of the holding cell without using the ketchup, or if you somehow mess up the ketchup way. The way you could mess up the ketchup way is like if you pour it, then you move while he's looking at you. Yeah. So be like, is that ketchup? You fool, you idiot. And I think the third way, if you also mess up the bed one, is just Otacon just eventually comes and opens the door like he says he wouldn't do. But he then did it anyway, I guess. I don't really remember.
Yeah, to change
You
part.
gotta move on with the game somehow.
Right. Yeah. That see, damn it. But I at least like if there are ways that you did fuck up, the game has other means of progressing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like the video that I sent to the private chat in the Discord. If you somehow can, for whatever reason, if you can't plug your controller into port 2 for the Psychomantis boss fight, there's another way of doing that boss fight. So I'm glad the game is designed well enough to plan for every single contingency.
Yeah.
Alright, right now I'm cleaning out the rest of the basement and getting all the ammo and stuff, even though I don't really use it. But, it's nice to have. And not only with like every single boss fight you complete, not only does your life bar increase, but the maximum ammo you can carry also increases. So I guess I'm just filling out the rest of the margin.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just cleaning out the basement here. Oh yeah, what's this? Oh yeah, that's Deep Throat.
Harry, throw it away.
Who the hell are you? One of them?
You'll find out soon enough.
Did we ever find out who Deep Throat is?
By endgame, yeah.
Gotcha.
Unlike in real life.
Yeah.
At least I think.
There's a man on the field
shoot.
right.
Wait.
I must point out there is a man on the field right now whose name is Laddermilk.
Laddermilk? Okay.
Yeah.
was a close one, Snake.
I forgot because there's a bomb in your inventory. If you take it out, it'll explode. I did it in the room with guards, of course.
Is he an informer?
Good job. As one does.
As one does, yeah. Trigger the alarm, always.
Some other force at work here.
It's stealth.
Nice. Carefully sneaking around.
Not throwing any bombs
Not
from
throwing
the
it. Not
inventory.
throwing any bombs this time. Right. Right.
No, definitely throw a bomb.
I don't want to do that again. Oh man.
Should toss some lamp oil and a rope while you're at it.
Right. I know I just called the elevator, but there's one more room I need to do because I forgot it. I'm a great player. This is what happens to me when I'm gaming very early in the morning, because I record early in the mornings, so you usually get morning brain me doing all the recording stuff. So yay.
We're completely opposite then, because I record late at night.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, I don't know. Like I said somewhere, I'm not either an early bird or a night owl. I'm somewhere in the middle. But I guess
I'm basically whatever my sleep schedule decides to be.
whatever it is.
I used to be a night owl, but now I have to be an early bird.
What is? Do you have like a fixed work schedule, or is it different every week?
It changes every week.
Every week.
The times are always the same.
Okay.
But the days I have off are always changing.
Okay. Interesting. Did you work today?
No, I was off today.
Okay. Neat.
I work tomorrow though.
Cool.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Man, I don't like working, but I like money.
I don't like working, but I like money, and I like animals, so there's at least two upsides and one downside.
Right.
To deal with stupid people.
Let's see, who all works here in this call? Bryan, Cameron, and Carlos, they all work. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Okay, cool.
Which doesn't need to work. He's got his Dogecoin.
See, the cardboard box thing works if you're not in alert phase, unlike how I did it earlier. God damn it! Well, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna. Yeah.
Perfect example right here.
A perfect example right here. Yeah, I just wanted to show off me getting the thermal goggles because they're nifty to have later on in the game. God, I suck. At least I try being stealthy.
Yeah.
I just don't know why you didn't throw another chaff grenade and then get them.
Well, chaff grenades doesn't affect enemies. Oh, you're saying so I want to get caught by the camera?
Yeah.
Oh, it does make a noise, though. Yeah. So if they heard an explosion, the trigger would go off. Yeah, the later games have they expand more on the stealth mechanics, because in this game, if you make like an explosion sound, the alarm will go off immediately. But if you in the later games, they'll just say, "What's that?" and they won't trigger the alarm right away. They put more depth into the stealth mechanics in the later games.
Yeah.
But also they put more cutscenes in the later games.
I'm just waiting. There's going to be like a news, like they're going to like advertise like the next Solid Snake game, going back to our roots. You play it, you take one step, 5 cutscenes.
You joke about that.
God damn.
You joke about that.
I swear to God, if you just go through a hallway and the room that you came from and the room that you go into both activate cutscenes, I will.
You joke about that. You joke about that. There's one case in Metal Gear Solid 4 where there's a long ass cutscene. You crawl under a truck. You, the player. Cutscene.
While we're on the subject of stealth mechanics, though, there is one stealth game that I've been really wanting to get, and I think I might get it this weekend.
What is it?
It's called Thief.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I wanted to get it a long time ago when I was at a GameStop one time and they had a copy of it for like $10. And I really wanted to get it. The only reason I didn't get it, this was back with I want to say this was back in like mid 6th grade or so, like 6th, 7th grade, like back back in like middle school days. And I wanted to get it because I'm just like, I like stealth games, and I like the look that the game had. And the guy who was working at GameStop that day was just like, I don't recommend you get that because it is a very stealth based game. And so I just didn't get it.
Oh.
this dude literally he's just like, I don't recommend you getting that because it's very like stealth based and you really actually have to be careful with everything you do.
I did not know GameStop employees were allowed to give their opinion.
And like in my mind, I'm just like, yeah, but I love stealth based games. I hate playing a game. Like if a game gives me the option to play stealthy, I'm going to. I don't like going guns blazing all the time.
Yeah, but you shouldn't get the games too stealth based. Get Metal Gear Solid.
No, I mean, he didn't like recommend any games for me. He just didn't recommend I get Thief.
I was not aware that GameStop employees could give their opinions on games.
I think that's the only time a GameStop employee has ever given me like a recommendation.
Weird.